long way from Village Way. I grew up in an apartment complex named Village Way Apartments. So I figured, let me drop a tape, you know what I'm saying? And when I was going through the tape, I just realized, like, man, I need to pay some homage to the hood. I need to actually, like, that's one of the childhood memories that sticks with me, growing up in them apartments, because, I mean, my hood ain't pretty, you feel me? It's not like the worst, but it ain't the best. It's one of them cities where we only got a Walmart, you feel me? But, you know, we got drug dealers on corners and shit like that. So I wanted to actually give the kids around my city something to look up to, you feel me? And if they stay in Village Way or ever pass by it, then they know, okay, somebody from the hood putting on. So, you know, that's what kind of situation that was. It was in Village Way. That's where I took the picture at. And I wasn't trying to portray something that I'm not, you feel me? I feel like too many artists, everybody got cocaine and they stuff, you know, they jocking their favorite rapper. So, you know, me personally, I'm just trying to stay away from being like everybody else. I know that's what's winning right now, but I know my grind and my strive will pay off later. I ain't even tripping, you feel me? Nah, the project actually was supposed to come out like 6 months before that. So when it dropped, I didn't even know it was dropping. It just, I woke up one day and it was like, it's on live mixtapes. And I was like, damn, okay. You know, it was one of them situations. 10 songs, I mean, I ain't choose none of this. Let's just say that, like, the project was kind of out of my hands. So I just respected everything that was going on with it. I mean, if it was up to me, it would have been about 14 songs, maybe 15. But at the same time, you know, my project had a couple opinions on it, and I had to respect them all, you feel me? I couldn't just be selfish. Me, a guy named DJ Impact, shout out to the homie. OG Run C, shout out to the homie. And the guys over at TIG, the label. I'm gonna tell y'all what this tape was. This tape was because we were going on the road, we was doing a run. So the tape originally was being put together only to give people, we had so many shows booked out for the last 3 months before when we were planning to drop the tape, that we wanted to put a tape together full of single type material. You know, we wanted to put a good intro on, a good outro, but majority single type material. And that's exactly what we did. We put out a whole bunch of records that could go in the club on the tape, actually. So as far as a flow, no. The next one will have a flow because I have Soul Say So on the track listing. But on this one, it was more of a marketing strategy, you know, so that's why I ain't argue. I understand the game. I knew what it was for. I knew what we was doing, you know what I'm saying? Okay, Superstar. Superstar was actually the intro. And that record was just basically like a flashback of the whole Village Way experience on where I came from and all of that. And you can actually go check out that video on YouTube. You know, like I said, man, it was just giving the kids from the hood something to believe in. And that's what the intro was. The second song, which is called It's All Love, probably one of my favorite, you know what I'm saying? Just because it's the real. And it's just about how me growing up with you know, no real father, you feel me? I had a father figure around my teenage years, which was my step pops, but you know what I'm saying? It was just an experience, and I'm telling you how when I see my pops, you feel me, sometimes it's awkward because it's like, you know, you really ain't even raised me, and just how period, how everyone is, you know, how everybody got their hand out now, or act like they fuck with you, and it's like, you really didn't fuck with me, you feel me? So that's what that record was. The third record was this record that's actually popping, that's actually broken in my hood and surrounding areas. I just ain't put the gas on it to make it go yet. It's called Real Down CHIC. And I was in the lab working, finishing up the project when this one came about, and I needed more energy for the project. So the record actually was one of those club songs that it reminds me of like a, it's just as wild as like a Freak Hoes by Future, you feel me? It's one of them records that's real up-tempo energy, you know what I'm saying? All the women gonna fuck with it. If it come on in the club, it's crazy. So that's why it was the third installment on there. 4 is called Can't Save Her. It's some shit that I actually wrote for somebody else. And when they was cutting it, they actually took a little too long. I knew the record was good. I don't necessarily know if, you know, if I should have put the record out. I know the other person would have been bigger on it. But, you know, it was one of them things where it's like, all right, let's just see if it works for me. So I dropped it, you feel me? Tomorrow, that record has like a country sound to it, like a country song. But it still has like this club feel to it. It got the guitars in it and shit. And with that record, I mean, I was just fucking around in the lab one day, like, yo, I'm from the country, I'm from the bottom, I'm from a city where, you know, the other side, the other people drive around jamming country music. Let me see if I can turn this into some club shit, you feel me? Because I still got primarily, you know, I still got a fan base that is from the bottom as well. So, you know, I just tried to flip a sound and, you know, it worked for me. So I put that on there. No More Drink, that's a big club record. Something I was rocking with, you feel me? It did good in my hood, still doing good in my hood. Just something I ain't put the gas on because I don't like, it's a lot of records that I got that I don't like, you feel me? Me personally, some of them records, I'm at that spot in life where I feel like my next move should be something that I want to market, not something that someone tells me, hey, you should put this out. I feel like sometimes you gotta believe in what you actually putting out. And that's that space I'm in right now. So it's a lot of records that I got that I ain't even put out. Let me just end this with Put In This Work. That was like my favorite one on there because it was deep, it was real, straight from the heart. It was nothing but passion on there. It's like, that's like my real music, you feel me? If you listening to the tape, skip to number 8 and just jam Put In This Work, and Putting This Work gonna let you know who I am, then you can go back and jam it for what it is. But listen to number 8, which is the real, which is me all uncut and raw, which is me emotionally, which is me stressed out, you know what I'm saying? And that's who I am. And then Everywhere I Go, of course, that was the single that was buzzing, so it's the last song. That's the mixtape. It was probably all put together within 1 week, 2 weeks. You feel me? It was one of those processes where it was like, oh, we need a mixtape, and I went in and got it in.